Well, he's got a point.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Looking Through the Glass. We ain't got a camera on because, well,
we're at my house.
We just got to know. You ain't just got to know all of our business. But no.
Just you don't need to know what I look like. You know, you already know what I look like.
Right? Actually, I'm going to be straight up with you. My teeth just might come flying out, and I just might not want to have you guys all seeing all that.
I kind of want them to see that, though.
I kind of don't.
I kind of do.
But
all of a sudden your insecurity came out?
Yes.
You should see her without her teeth.
Oh, that's the other thing.
Listen to her talk without them.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Is that better? No, I can't say the key. Shut up. I'm just using an excuse to tell you shut up.
I'm having fun watching your mouth.
I know. Shut up. So I'm having implants done and my little screws hurt. My screws are loose.
You've known this for a long time. You've also lost your marbles.
I don't even try to find them anymore. I don't even try finding them anymore.
It's so cute. Like,
shut up. It's not cute.
It's cute.
I'm like, it's not cute.
You having no teeth on top of it.
You're such an ass.
I know, but it's adorable.
Chris is over there smiling and laughing at it too.
Because I gotta get the same thing.
I'll put it to you this way. I had my front ones pulled because I knew that one day they were going to have to come out, and I was like, fuck it, might as well just not have to go through it all over again because they want so much money for this crap. But that was the biggest mistake I made. I should have had them go ahead and do for the partials instead of to having my front teeth taken out, because that's what hurts the most is biting down on the front of it because they're not all tied in together. So it's putting pressure on these healing caps right here, especially this one because it sticks down more because my mouth is so small.
You get to learn about the teeth, guys.
Yep. I'm giving you a dentistry today.
Somebody was there and somebody was like, fuck that. We're not going to listen to you talk about your implants.
Oh, well.
Your denture.
Whatever.
Your old lady denture.
My old lady denture.
But we labeled this family drama.
And how it can affect us in our other lives. And teeth is one of them.
That's your family drama?
That's my family drama, teeth.
I have a lot of family drama, but
I think we all do.
Well, and it's funny because I can sit here and tell you I have a lot of family drama, but you're not my family drama. I mean, we have our drama, but
aw, I'm not your drama.
Sometimes.
Oh. She just took that away.
I ain't giving you that little shed of light. Like, oh, we don't have drama, yeah.
No, we have drama. We're mother and daughter. Of course, we have drama.
You irritate the shit out of me.
You irritate the shit out of me.
I know, I do. I do it on purpose.
So half of family drama is we just get on each other's nerves.
But then there's the family drama where they pay absolutely no attention to you, or
that's the one I won't.
Well, not absolutely pay no attention to you, but
don't even realize or don't even acknowledge your existence.
And that's,
as a child, that is very, very wrong. It's wrong as an adult.
They base it off of who your parents are, and that's where I'm like,
no, we just have that dynamic in our family in multiple different areas, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there to deal with that, like based on I don't like you because that's the way my dad is. He never liked your sister because of who her dad is.
I know, and that was one of the reasons I walked away from him.
Same here.
I no longer want to put claims to that man.
You're not going to have something to do with one child and not all my others.
And that's how I felt about it. I was like, that is your granddaughter. That is my sister. Like, why is it that you can take me to dinner, but I can't bring my sister with me? That pissed me off so deeply. And because, well, as a bigger sister, I protect my siblings. I'm very protective of
You've
them.
always.
And so I was like, that's just beyond wrong of you.
I guess because she had blood from two people he didn't like, me and her dad.
But the way
if she hears this, she's gonna yell at me and be like, "That's not my dad. Joey is my dad."
I know, but the way I just was like, you know what, you have rights to your opinion and to who you, but because you have that opinion, I no longer want, after years of the disrespect to you and the way, the treatment towards me, there was treatment towards me. This is how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not me bashing him because he's not here to back himself or
anything. Because there could be other factors that were unknown.
But where I stand and where I view it and how I see it from my point of view, how as I grew up with it, was that it was a money flash in hopes that I would run towards the money flash and not because they would pick me. Because they would pick me up, take me school shopping, spend a day with me, you know, and that was what we always did. We always went and did something that you couldn't afford to do with me.
But I did.
You tried.
But I did at the same time. I just couldn't do as much as they could.
Yeah, you did it in a different way. As you know, we went to go on hikes and, visit somebody outside of town. And, that was a different form of let's go have fun. But you showed me that it didn't have to have money to have fun with life.
Well, I didn't.
But you were able to still figure it out. It wasn't
the grace of God.
It wasn't the money that mattered, it was the people that you were with.
Yes.
That's the way you put it, and that's the way you taught me and that you raised me. But as me growing up, it was why does that matter? Let's go do this. Or, now I'm grateful for the experiences I got and for them, but it felt like at the same time, every time they took me to go school shopping, it was a little thing over your head.
Oh, it was definitely a little thing over my head. Here's another thing that you couldn't accomplish.
And I saw that as a kid. Yeah. I saw that as a child. And it wasn't, and then I had the other side of the family that.
Which other side? Because there's multiple different sides. The blank piece, or the blank spot on your paper.
Yes.
Okay.
The blank spot on my paper. That side of the family. They didn't ever make any efforts at all whatsoever. At least my grandfather did. My grandfather did make an effort, even though whatever his intentions were, there was still that effort.
The effort was not his. Let me explain that. And I will call it out on right here. Well, the effort was not his. It was who he was married to.
And it doesn't matter. This still is the point is there was more an effort there than there was on the other side.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just pointing it out. I know because there hasn't been any effort. But I am calling him out on it, and he can talk to me if he wants. I don't give a shit.
But that there was still, I saw him more than I did
the
on
other
that blank piece of paper, or blank spot on my paper.
Yeah,
I lived in the same city as them for years, my entire life until I was 18 years old.
Yeah,
my entire life, and they would see me once to twice a year, depending on when my brother was visiting.
Yeah.
But never called, never talked.
So how in that? Okay, so I know how the holding the things over my head and always
that stressed you out, or how that's stressful.
Well, yeah, of course it's stressful. It's stressful for anybody that has a narcissistic family dynamic basis or dynamics. But with me, because I always got. The worst was always assumed by me, even when I was growing up, even when I was a child. It was, oh, well, you're just going to grow up to be a whore. Or,
That was basically the same thing that was put over my head.
Oh, because I was raising you.
Yeah.
Well, and it was because of the person who was raising me. It was, but as a child, you don't realize that.
No.
As a child, you're like, what the fuck? Why aren't I good enough?
I knew that by a younger age, but because I don't know how, I don't know why, but I was definitely a child who actually paid attention and seen things.
Well, you were also nosy as fuck.
I'm still nosy as fuck.
That
has not changed.
You also went through all my stuff. You also checked messages when you weren't supposed to.
I still do that.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying is you've always been that child. So yeah, I know that there's things that I never even got told about that you knew. I know that there's things that you never came to me and said, I know,
Yeah.
But I have to say it's impacted me in a good way and a bad way. Most people go, oh, it's only been bad. No, it's impacted me in a good way. And I think I want to focus on that right now. It's taught me to be more authentic.
Yeah.
It has pushed me to be in such an authentic way all the time.
Yeah, most definitely. And
because I always looked at it as you don't see me, so let me scream me a little bit louder.
And yeah, that has benefited me in a lot of ways because I don't.
We stuck to our guns of who we were and who we were around and the
I'm
people
like,
we knew.
I'm me for who I am, me, and me is me. So
I am me and me and me and me and me. Hi, people, whoever you are.
And I told basically I don't care what other people say, but at the same time I do care what other people say. And that
you can't help but feel that. I think it's a human thing that we just, because we are all okay, so my teeth are all messed up today, but interconnected. There we go.
Interconnected.
Yeah. We're all interconnected. So yeah, we want other people's approvals, especially when you're a child.
And I sought that out really, really hard for so long. And even just until recently, I sought that out. And now I'm just like, I'm done.
I'm so glad you hit it at a younger age than me. It took me a little bit longer.
I am too, because and that was something I've been trying to work on and breaking in me, because that pain that just sat there on me and that weight that sits on my chest, because I just want them to accept who I am,
and it's trying to understand why they won't. It's like what is so wrong with me?
Yeah, what is wrong with me? What is it about me that you just cannot accept? Because I'm not a horrible person. I am not a deadbeat person. Now, I might have flaws, but
so do you, asshole.
Exactly. How many more flaws do you have than I do? Let me point that out.
Well, so I kind of been taking a different approach. I was like, I'm not having anything to do with them, right? So now I'm taking a different approach. On Facebook, because he's always on there, I comment on his posts, and I'm like, for once, I actually agree with you. Or like I put on there, I said, even though you're an asshole, I want to thank you for the things you taught me about nature and helping me and help you being the one to get me out there to go camping and fishing and hiking and all that. You helped me with create that interconnection with nature.
His sexist ass ways.
Yeah. But I was like, but I just put on there, I'm like, even though you're an asshole, I still thank you for that.
Well, and that's like, I have that one memory of when we drove out to California. That was at least a decent time with him, where it didn't feel like it was bashing anybody. It was just, other than I didn't know you could drive, or I didn't know you liked camping, or things you didn't know.
There's a lot of things you didn't know about me because you don't want to know me.
Other than how sick he was the entire camping trip.
I
know. The joke.
Well, there's a lot of great things about the person.
Yes, 100%.
And I'm not going to say that they're not, because don't get me wrong, I am like him in many, many ways.
Yes, and your narcissistic ways too.
I know my narcissistic ways, but that's kind of the Sickles way.
Okay, let's just let you know that she just blamed the whole family.
Y'all know who you all are.
You have the last name, you're blamed.
All the way. If you have a Sickles in there. But I'm not going to sit here and say that, and I started coming to terms, because it was more of how to interconnect and accept both behaviors from the one person. I think that's kind of how it was for me. It was really troubling for me.
So there's one person that I have, well, there's a couple people, but one person that I'm holding resentment towards, because she has been adult a whole lot longer than I have.
Yeah.
And
my parents were basically children raising child.
And
literally.
And my thing is you expected the children. It seems that you have expected the children to correlate or surround their life around you. And we're children. How can we even do something
You
like
have
that?
no say so over any part of your life.
No. And that as a child, because as a child, you're growing up and you're still trying to find yourself
Yes.
and who you are and what to be and what you want to be. And when you are surrounded by nothing but toxic people who have positive qualities, but all you see is toxicity, you want to run. You're praying and hoping that you don't become like them as you get older, because you don't want to put that on to your children. And there's qualities that you end up picking up on because you're surrounded by it, and you do end up pushing some of those qualities onto your children, and or onto your spouse, or
onto your grandchildren,
or anything of that sort. And that's all I saw growing up, was nothing but toxicity on everywhere I looked.
Yeah, I know.
Everywhere I looked. And and that was heartbreaking. And then there was the family that didn't have very much toxicity, but they didn't have much to do with me.
They had plenty of their own toxicity that says everything, that they had toxicity in their life and in their ways because they didn't have anything to do with a child.
Well, but this is a whole nother side of the family that lived in California.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they didn't have that narcissistic toxicity.
No, they didn't.
And
so I'm sorry.
A part of me, no, I know, I got what you meant, where you were coming from. I knew who you were talking about. And but it was like they were always so accepting of who I was and what.
Absolutely.
They always were accepting, and willing to talk.
I told you a million times. Your California family, I absolutely have always been super grateful for, and they were always so accepting.
They are beautiful people.
Yes,
absolutely.
And I miss that. And literally, the conversations were so amazing.
Well, even one of them had recognized and told me, we need to talk more. She even recognized that. And that said everything to me. And that, this spoke volumes. Have we made that change? No, we haven't.
but at least it was said.
It was mentioned. And
life gets in the way.
It is something that has popped in my head. I even feel bad because I feel like I don't reach out enough personally myself. I'm an adult. I'm an adult now. And, I have that capability of reaching out now, but my point was, as a child, this person lived in the same city as me. This family lived in the same city as me.
You are so dirty.
And I had to be the one to reach out. And the excuses are not valid excuses, in my opinion.
That's exactly what they are. They're excuses, not reasons.
And, you had made a trip to go see your grandchild in another state. But you
couldn't make one evening out.
And I have
and I've always said I've always dropped you off over there.
I have adoptive family out in Vegas that will literally go, when are you coming out next? Mm-hmm. They reach out every time. We do little Facebook things. Maybe Facebook is not a way of reaching out to some people, but it is to me, because
that was the whole intent and purpose of it. It's not what it was supposed to be, because it's 100% all government BS. But that's for another show.
but 100% is like we talk a little bit here and there on Facebook, and we interact, we keep up with each other on there and everything. And I recognize that with a lot of people. I do see that with a lot of people. But how to explain this? My brain, I lost track. My brain just like, woo!
It's like, I was like, oh, you didn't need to make that point.
No, it totally just picked that up and tossed it over the edge and said,
it was all the way. You didn't. What you can pull out of your ass now.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep you on your toes.
Really did. It's something that, to this day, as an adult, I have trouble with, because growing up, this family in Vegas particularly in Vegas, didn't put much effort into my childhood and our relationship. And when it was around, it was very...
I just thought of something. Do you think it could have possibly been because of awkwardness?
No, because recently when because of how one of my brothers are being treated and going through the same thing. And
oh yeah, true. Well, but there's the same awkwardness there.
But the comment was said, "Do you ever come to Vegas?"
True.
When they're driving, they're making a trip out to California and driving.
So why don't I just go ahead and stop by?
Yeah, you're driving by,
literally driving by.
Can I just stop by and say hi? That's all the effort that needs to be put to
stop by and just give a hug,
just to feel the effort, just to feel the love that's coming. That you do love that child or that person.
Instead of them finding out over social media that you were there and
already had left.
Yeah.
And that's how it's happened. And it happens to me. I have to find out through social media when they're visiting out here.
Yeah.
Or
True.
Somebody else has to message me, hey, they're going to be in town. Take the time off. Or are you available? If they told me a week ago, I could have actually scheduled the time off. And, that way we could and not have to scramble.
It's like, oh, yeah, look, I forgot.
The only reason why there's times where I've flown out there and didn't make an effort to let them know is because it wasn't out there to see them. It was for something, in particular. And I'm only out there for 3 days. And I'm not going anywhere. And, I'm trying to spend time with this family. It sounds a little fucked up now. Hey, at least I recognized it, right? I recognized it, right?
You only had to say that out loud to understand it.
I guess the way I'm trying to explain it is that
my mouth hurts.
It was my grandma's birthday, and I went out there, and I was only supposed to be there for a couple days, and I was there for her, and
what the fuck is that?
I don't fucking know. It looks like a.
It looks like a fucking black sperm.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Giselle's got black sperm floating through her living room.
I don't even know where it went.
It went over there by your bedroom door.
It was behind me.
It's like flying around. What the fuck?
Where the fuck is it coming from?
That's spirits.
It's literally just this black little, like, an inch long. And it has like a little head. It looks like a baby fish floating.
It's like a tadpole.
Oh, yeah.
Basically black sperm.
Basically black sperm.
Black.
Leave me alone. My mouth hurts.
My hand hurts. But I don't know how to explain it.
You said that was a spirit, Chris?
Yeah.
I was really weird.
It was really weird. There was 2 of them.
I wish we could have got. If I was willing to have my mouth on TV.
You're not willing to have your mouth on TV?
Not right this second.
You're now a TV.
Whatever you are.
But
YouTube is on everybody's TV. We used your phone.
With your shoe. I don't know. People, it's not me. It's them.
That's what you were saying until you realized it was YouTube.
But I guess it's just one of those things that I stopped putting effort because they never put effort.
Oh, and I think that kind of happens with everybody. But then,
or that last minute effort is something. I'm a petty person, so I kind of put that pettiness into it. I'm gonna be real.
Well, yeah.
And it's kind of like, well, you made me scramble, so guess what? I'm gonna make you scramble.
Well, there's harbored.
And this is gonna be really, really hurtful if they ever watch this and hear it, but it's real. Part of me is really hopeful that they can't see me when I make them scramble last minute.
Ouch.
Because when I do visit with them, one person in particular on that side, it's a very awkward, we exist. We're just existing in the same room. It's very awkward and weird, but that's what they turned the relationship into, not me.
Well,
and I don't feel that, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel that I am to blame because that relationship has turned awkward.
no, I think it was, it definitely wouldn't be your fault, because it's a childhood wound. It is a childhood wound. So, and people don't have to like what I have to say. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm not trying to pretend to be one at the same time.
These are just based off of personal feelings.
Personal experiences, and I don't give a flying F. I cuss on here all the time, but when I'm trying to make a point, I don't. Isn't that funny?
You're fucking weird.
I know, because I love my cuss words.
I love my cuss words.
Shut up. But it's a childhood wound created by an adult. And whatever the reason is, I'm sorry, but the reason's got to be pretty fucking petty. The reason's got to be pretty fucking petty.
The reasons are not based off the child. The reasons are based off, and once again, who the parent is.
And that's pretty fucking petty.
And that's where I hold the resentment is how dare you take it out on me?
Right?
How dare you take it out on me? Because I had no control of who my mother is or who.
How dare you take that out on anybody?
Oh, you're being raised by your mother, so we're not going to have nearly anything to do with you.
Do you know what makes me wonder why people like certain people don't like me? Is because I did raise you.
Oh, no, and it pissed them off because I came out. So I'm so fucking wonderful, guys. I am fucking perfect.
We all have our own terms of successful, but you're definitely not a failure.
No, they wanted me to be that failure, but them wanting me, and this is where I take the benefit of them being so
stupid.
Yeah, that can be the word for it. But for them being so judgmental and stuck on that decision, I took that and I turned it into my success.
Yeah, you used it to push you forward.
Because I was like, you think I'm gonna be that? You think I'm gonna be? They thought I was gonna be worse than you. And that was, you weren't even all that bad. You didn't have me at 15. You didn't, you.
Oh no, I was told that I was told the exact words were thought I was going to be pregnant at 13, and they were shocked that I even raised you. They thought that I would have just pushed you and passed you around to everybody else. And that's when I was pregnant with your sister. And I was like, well, I'm glad I was able to exceed your expectations. That's all I said.
Well,
and I was like, damn.
I never actually have gotten the chance to ever say, guess what? Fuck you.
They don't watch. You know what? They probably actually do.
And you know what? If they ever do see this, guess what?
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Because I did it. I did it. Now I'm not the most successful person. Do I make bad financial decisions? Yes, I bought 4 ducks.
But that is a passed on trauma from me. I'll give it. Generational curse there.
Am I perfect? Am I a perfect human being? Fuck no, I'm not.
There's no such thing.
But
and this is the thing.
And their judgment has put so much stress on me. It had sat there, and I'm like, if my house is not perfectly clean and somebody visits, I'm gonna be judged so hard because that's what they did to you.
And you seeing that stress on me made you fucking pick it up.
Yeah, and you know, when they come out to visit, I'm going, oh my God, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I gotta have this done. You know, all my ducks are not in a row. And no pun was intended either. Damn.
Her ducks aren't in a row. They're too busy falling off my shoulder.
Yeah, she dropped one of my ducks.
It slid off my shoulder. I didn't realize it didn't have little. I'm used to
But and they're not in a row, not yet.
They're in a pile.
I don't think they ever will be. But
They're in a pile.
but honestly, I don't think
At least you had ducks. There's people that don't even have ducks to put them in a row.
But
Metaphorically and real.
And you know, I part of that goes, yes, that push has helped me get here, but at the same time, I was so stressed out that at such a young age, I was already borderline hypertensive, and that is so scary for such a young person. Now, am I the healthiest? No, fuck no, I'm not. But it's still
She could do jumping jacks.
No, I'll get black eyes.
Hold it in her boobies. She can do jumping
I
jacks.
can do jumping jacks.
But that wouldn't be a jumping jack. That'd be just.
Nobody can see that but me.
I know. That's why the camera's off.
I mean, I hula hoop.
No.
But it still was one of those, like, it was a realization that I needed to stop stressing so hard. And to stop stressing so hard, I needed to work through all those traumas that I had, through all the issues I have. And for a lot of you, if you do watch this, I will, if you want to reach out to me and talk to me about it and let's hash things out, I am perfectly fine with that. I am still open to having a better relationship with these people. I am still open to, but I'm not going to listen to the bashing. And that's what I feel like as a child, that was all the conversations were about, was bashing, you, or I would talk because I'm a child and I'll just talk and vent about life and how things
Don't worry,
going.
you talk shit about me when you're mad at me.
Not well, mad at you, yes, but just visiting. I was never always mad at you when I was visiting with them, but how are things going? Well, as a child, this is how things are going. They're truthful. We're gonna tell the truth of what the situation is at home. And that may not have helped you a lot in your situation. And
you know what? I'm sorry. I have to say this, and I'm going to say this right now. For anybody that was holding that situation against me, fuck you.
Once again, we're saying fuck you.
Yeah. For anybody that holds me being stuck in an abusive relationship, and I'm not talking just physical, I'm not talking just verbal, I'm not talking just narcissistic, but I'm talking in every which way possible. And coming from an unhealthy childhood, you get stuck. I don't care. You get stuck in those relationships, no matter how healthy-minded. There are psychologists that get stuck in narcissistic relationships.
Yeah, honestly, and I've been watching it with a lot of people, and I know quite a few people that are in a narcissistic relationship or trying to get out of a narcissistic relationship.
And you just don't know how.
They find themselves going back, and they even are going, I don't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
And, she has mentioned it to me. I don't understand why I keep going back. And, it's just, it's a comfortable place at the same time.
There's a lot of aspects, mind, emotion, that has to work into these things. Okay? But no matter what, you don't fucking bash somebody for being in that. You don't kick somebody when they're fucking down.
No.
Especially your grandchild or your daughter. You are there to help them. Now, don't get me wrong. There has been help.
Yeah, there was help.
There was help. Don't get me wrong.
And for some people, that was the kind of help that they knew or only knew how to do.
Either way, there was help. I couldn't have made it without help.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, Meatloaf.
And people don't have to Meatloaf.
Why? What animal are you calling Meatloaf over there?
The one on the
Hash brown.
Hash brown. Meatloaf. Oh my god. He's so old.
She even looked at him like a meatloaf. The fuck?
Who the fuck are you talking to?
She was like, last time I checked, that's my brother. She's got attitude. But I will say that through it all, negative or not, I'm here now. I am dealing with what has happened to me as a child, and you know, and I'm still trying to figure out how to talk to these people about it, and or if I even want to. I am just I'm just pouring out everything that hurts.
Well, I think, and this may not be the best way to do it, but I think these conversations and these lives and our channels help.
Well, and having other people who may be facing the same things, like I want to know how other people have conquered that part because it is not easy.
And everybody,
I find myself still coming back to it, and you know why? Why am I getting treated? Why is it like this? Why is the relationship so strained when I had nothing to do with that?
Maybe they weren't supposed to be an influence in your life.
Part of me kind of ruthless. Part of me is really glad they didn't.
Well,
I don't have a stick up my ass.
I don't know. Stand up. Let me see.
That's my husband's
I
show.
didn't say nobody wants you checking anybody's asses around here. That's true. But maybe, you know, God does everything for a reason.
Yeah, we have two people in here. Oh, no, one person just left. Well, fine.
We've been bouncing back and forth, but you know you love us anyway, so it's okay.
It's just okay.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Hello, Looking Glass.
Look in through the glass, and nobody's seeing you. The camera's off.
Oh, I'm just saying hi.
He's all standing in front of the thing, all like hello, looking through the.
He wanted to be on camera.
He does that. It's funny.
No, he doesn't.
I was, but through and through, it is. I have hit a point where I don't want to know the reasons. Because then I feel like those reasons are just turned into excuses.
And then it'll allow you to accept.
Accept that.
Accept that kind of treatment.
They are not accepting that they inflicted that pain.
Just can I get some ice water?
Go for it.
In other words, you don't feel they're being accountable.
Yes, they are not accountable.
You want accountability before you move on to anything bigger.
Well,
I know that's me.
I guess I'm trying to move on without their accountability.
Oh, I don't need it, but I don't need it to move on. But if the relationship continues, there's accountability.
Yes, 100%.
I don't
My
need
healing.
I don't need them to have closure. I have closure. I'm not on here crying about it. I'm on here just discussing it.
Well, because I want other people to understand that they don't have to sit here and
take it.
On a
I can't take it no more.
I wish I recognized this a little bit younger. Yeah, I'm still young, but I wish I recognized this a little bit younger because
the fuck? Shut up.
Stop popping your cherry. I'm sorry.
She's not.
But because if I was able to do this at a younger age and look at them and go, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done with this shit.
Oh, you mean like your younger sister?
Yes.
And your younger sibling?
I'm so proud of her because she's going, I don't need you.
There's other ones that are doing the same thing.
And, you know, I wish I did that at a different time in my life because I wouldn't sit here and be questioning where am I wrong as a human.
Well, you question because you want to make sure you care about your relationships.
You know, I hate that. How much
and I think so. There's this thing called a They're called the Endurer. And I don't know a whole bunch about it, but it's kind of self-explanatory.
You endure the pain.
You're the person that is the endurer. In other words, you endure for the sake of others.
Yeah.
Which we all have a certain amount of that. In order to have a relationship, you have to be, you know what I mean? There's certain, but you did it as a child. And not only with other relationships, but even with ours.
Well, because I was. Let me explain this if some of you don't know or who our family is. This family is a type of family that would tell you that, or tell me that what I'm saying, if I came out the truth about my own feelings, they would tell me that that's not what I'm feeling. That's what you, as my mother, was feeling. And you were telling me to say that.
Oh.
That's the kind of family that they are.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that. I've been sticking up with these motherfuckers all this time.
They have qualities. Everybody has their good and bad qualities. Their bad qualities, from my point of view.
I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing. It just goes to show the difference in the personalities. Here I have been all these years trying to stick up for them.
No, they are, and not all of them, but it was always that's not how you feel. That's how she feels. If I go to stand up for myself and how I feel in the situation.
Oh.
Because I know somebody who talks into their children's ears to tell them how they feel. And I look at her face, that child's face, and see the conflict in that child's face. Because I, as a child, recognizes that conflict, but it wasn't my mother that put that conflict into my head.
It was
other family members who put that conflict in my head.
And not just one.
No.
It was
multiple.
It was basically our entire family all around us.
Like I said,
I was told not to hold anything back. So
excluding my family in California, they are the only ones who never.
Oh, never.
Never in a million years. And if you guys ever see this, thank you. Because never in a million years have they ever put bad thoughts in my head. They always talked greatly.
They always were very positive.
Positive people. The most positive people I have ever had influenced in my life.
Yeah.
And to this day, they're still very positive.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I don't think about them in this dynamic because they never impacted me like that or you.
They're the positive impact. There's the positivity that comes back into mind.
It wasn't only one. It was, I know who all it was.
Yeah.
I know who all it was that I may not know exactly who said that, but I have an idea. And pretty much everybody. But, well, you always stood your ground.
100%. No, I never have, and this is where I'm very proud of myself, is I never let any of them influence where I stood. Like some children could have been persuaded.
Very easily.
Some kids were persuaded. And they couldn't persuade me because I'm like, I'm the one that lives with her.
Yeah.
And that's how it always was. I was like, I'm the one that lived with her. Like, I'm living with her. How are you going to tell me how she is? And, there's aspects where, you and I are still working through the issues that we had. And,
I wasn't always the best mom.
Absolutely not. But I wasn't always the
perfect child.
No.
No, you're too much like the rest of us. You ain't gonna fucking tell me what to do. You're not gonna tell me how to feel. You're not gonna tell me how to act.
And but I will say that the one thing has always it been an influence is caring about what others think or feel about you. That is the one thing that always, like, especially family. For some reason, bloodline was always important, and
No.
to me, it was.
Well, blood, yes, it is important, but yeah, you can't say that because I've always taught you.
No.
DNA does not
But
make family.
I always family. It was, so not bloodline. Family particularly was always important to please.
Yeah.
And that was one thing, because I freak the fuck out if I'm not pleasing somebody. A family. If my family's not pleased with my decisions, I freak the fuck out.
I know you. I know I was the same way. I still am. In many ways.
You know, and I'm trying to teach myself to not be that way.
Oh,
Because-
that means family.
Huh?
It's so.
And nobody gets left behind.
This ain't Stitch. We a bunch of aliens, but we ain't Stitch.
Right?
But yeah, it's definitely through the traumas, the family traumas and everything, it has been a stressor.
I think more of what's
I'm not excused.
I think more of where I'm coming back into is I've always been the type to go, everything happens for a reason. My entire life, I cannot remember a single time where I went, why God, why me? Other than, seriously, you know, it was always a,
Oh no, I've gone, God, why me?
well, I mean, okay, but like that's
Not
more
in
of
a
the
so-
seriously.
not a sobbing.
No.
Why me?
No, with me, I was like, seriously? Really?
I'm almost,
We're going to do this? Okay.
like this morning with the damn dog. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Exactly. It's more of the, oh, seriously? But I never looked at the drama. As a why me or anything.
No, I'm not. Now that you brought that up, no, I've never. It's like the last time you and I got into it over the phone, and I just fucking slept. I don't scream very often.
You screamed at your mother.
And she hung up on me. And the second she hung up at me, I said, "This is
You
why
did?
I don't fucking talk to you."
Really?
And then I started typing out this whole ass message, and I'm like, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. Hanging up on me because you don't want to hear what I'm saying, what I got to say, because you know it's the damn truth. I was going the fuck off. I still have it in my phone. I was going off. And then she called me, and then I ignored my phone because I was like, fuck you hung up on me.
And I showed up at her door.
Yeah, she showed up at my door.
That's me. Don't fucking, you're not going to ignore me.
And, you know,
You came over?
yeah, because we were both ready to hash some shit out. And then it was, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we get here and
we were both pumped. But, you know,
Over what?
something
Bullshit.
stupid.
stupid things. We don't fight when it comes to the important things. We have to fight over the stupid shit.
Oh, I know what it was. It was the YouTube channel because she wanted me to come over, and I'm like, I'm too fucking tired because I'm working, and and she couldn't, like, she was trying to understand, and I was trying to understand, but our understandings were not crossing.
Our understandings were not in the same area.
No, no, not at all. You know, but we got through it clearly, and you know, but that shit cracks me up because I screamed at my phone. I slammed my phone down. And I was slamming on it. I don't get that mad very often.
I'm
It takes-
famous for making people that mad, so
I'm
I'm good at doing that.
You know how to push that right fucking
I-
button.
I
Just
do.
like I know how to push that button with you and
Have
Joey.
you ever got your mom mad?
All the time.
Me? Me?
You're talking to my mother here.
Mom spent half of my life pissed off at me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, have I ever pissed her off?
I don't think you've ever pissed her off to that point. I think I'm the only one that's pissed her off to that point.
I don't think I've ever. I won't. I mean, she got upset with me because I smoked pot in her backyard, and I lied to her.
Did.
Well, because I lied to her. It was more because I lied
Yeah,
to
it was
her.
because she lied to her.
Because she was like, I'm gonna call your mom. And so what I do, I call my mom first and tell my mom everything. That's the kind of kid I was. You don't blackmail me. You cannot blackmail my ass. I was a friend.
That was a friend that was over there for the birthday party.
I
already knew about it.
It was the next day. It was after we already spent the night. It was the next day. It was the aftermath of the party.
Yeah, but I already knew. I was like, whatever.
She just laughed and was like, dumbass.
I was like, you couldn't have gone for a fucking walk?
So, okay. For YouTube, the years of trauma of my mom getting pissed off at me and losing her shit on me, going, what the fuck, Giselle? And, I did a lot of stupid shit. I've given a lot of attitude. I was expecting her to freak the fuck out on me. I had just gotten back in town and was visiting. I was supposed to be just visiting. And relationship had changed. We had a 9 months apart, and our relationship has quite changed.
You also were experiencing that,
I was experiencing a different side of traumas, and
you were experiencing
narcissism,
people freaking out on you for no fucking reason,
and things being taken from me. And so I was just waiting for her to freak out on me because my grandmother just now pissed off. I never pissed off my grandma. I hated pissing off my grandmother. My grandma has done a lot for me, and has in her own way has always been there for me. And she has been bettering herself through the years, and I've seen that.
Always over a little shit.
Never big stuff is nice.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, my grandma's mad at me, and then I called her. I'm like, my mom's gonna be so pissed. And she goes, idiot or dumbass.
Yeah, I was like, dumbass.
And I was just like,
you guys couldn't have gone for a fucking walk? Seriously?
I tried saying it was the neighbors.
How did she find out?
She smelt it. And then I threw because we're young, we were using we made a makeshift one, and I threw it in the trash, and I wasn't expecting her to go into the trash.
She wasn't expecting her to actually investigate.
Would you make a little bomb?
Yeah. And I just said it was, she's like, I can smell it, Giselle. And I'm like, it's the neighbors. And she goes, really? And she was like, my backyard. And I'm going to tell your mom about this. And I'm like, shit.
But she was expecting my reaction to be much worse than what it was too.
She was like, really?
Yeah, I was like, really, Mom? Really?
And she's
like, it's different. And I was like, really, Mom? She goes, well, I'm more mad about the fact that she lied to me about it. I was like, really, Mom?
But I apologize, and I felt really bad. But yeah, that was quite the experience.
She was probably mad because you didn't invite her.
Probably.
She's gonna watch this and be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Oh no, but
she's gonna be going, it's because she lied. Is what she's gonna be saying.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's because she lied.
I shouldn't have lied.
It's because she lied. We know, Mom.
I shouldn't have lied.
We know. It's okay.
Every teen does it.
It's called teen spirit.
And that's the odor.
When they go hand in hand.
Wrong odor.
Oh.
It's called BO. But no, and
Sheila, how come you don't want a duck?
I don't want any more animals.
Well, then they take care of themselves.
Not really.
No, not really. They need water. They need food. That costs money. And I'm not taking on any more animals.
I'm an idiot, but at the same time, I don't care.
She doesn't care about her idiocracies. She's not judging herself.
Oh, I'm judging myself hardcore. Don't worry. You're talking to the woman who cried to her husband because he told her no.
He said no.
He said no from the start, and I continued to talk about it, and then like I was on the verge of tears, and it wasn't because he actually said no. It was more because of
She's always
him
wanting ducks.
because of how upset he was over the situation, and he was huffing and puffing, and
He was.
he seemed very angry, and I didn't like that it made him so angry, and that's what made me cry. Because I don't know why, I'm super sensitive when it comes to pissing him off. I normally enjoy pissing people off.
Really? Because today my husband told me I was the problem, and I was like, "Oh, let me fucking educate your ass on what the problem is."
That's her narcissistic side, because you are the problem.
Not always.
No, not in all instances, but you are the problem.
Oh, I'm fully aware
You're
of
an
my problem.
instigator. I wish everybody could see her face right now, especially you, Dad. You don't even try to excuse it.
I did not instigate.
They got the fingers waving.
You do.
Chris sitting across the table like, "Oh, we got fingers waving."
You do instigate, not all the time, but you do instigate.
Recently.
Not recently.
Okay, thank you. Different person.
Yes.
Thank you.
But you still sometimes instigate.
No, I don't. I don't want the fucking bullshit.
Sometimes you like the bullshit.
Not with my husband.
Oh no, not that instigation.
Yeah.
I do.
You're an ass. You're an ass. I don't instigate with my husband.
Oh no, I like to sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just because of the adrenaline rush.
I don't like to instigate with my husband.
Oh no, I like the adrenaline rush.
Does he get mad back?
So he doesn't yell. He does not yell. And when he does yell, he's pretty fucking pissed. But he never get me. Because he knows I'll kill him.
Like I said.
Don't.
Oh, let me educate you.
But it's more like he gets annoyed and irritated with me, but it's very rare. And when like I have grown as a person because fuck you. I have grown as a person because I would get bitchy and I would just go the fuck off and lose my shit. And I was the angry person. And now I'm annoyed and I'll talk about it, but I'm not trying to bitch and nag. I'm just trying to communicate with him about where I'm sitting and how I'm feeling about the situation. And let's try to solve this together.
And do you sit there with a resting bitch face?
Yes.
You do?
I have a resting bitch face. But there's times where he would get mad at me and I'll start to smile because I'm like, fuck yeah, we're getting about he gets mad and like I'll start smiling and I'm like, I don't know why I'm not smiling. I'm just smiling because I'm pissed him off. And I'm like, what the hell? And I try to hide it. And then we can't stay serious through a whole fight. Because my smiling will make him smile and then we'll laugh. What?
My mouth hurts, so I'm holding it.
Fucking liar. You're over there leaning back, smiling with your hand over your mouth. What the fuck do you have to say?
I was just looking. I was just sitting
You
back.
were laughing at when I said I've grown as a person.
No, when you were saying that you just communicating, you're not trying to bitch and nag. I was like, all women bitch and nag.
Oh, we all do, but I'm trying to.
I was gonna say, as the bitch and nagger always says.
Yeah, because you're a bitch and nagger too.
Right.
But I got tired of doing it.
You get tired.
It gets annoying.
You get tired.
You annoy yourself. And so with some women, I'm like, how are you still bitching and nagging?
Really find different subjects.
I can find plenty of subjects, but it's like,
It's not worth it.
no.
It's just not worth it.
No, I understand if it's a person, if you're bitching and nagging because the other person is refusing to make a change to why you're bitching and nagging, because that does come into play too. And now at the same time, they can change and then go back to revert to their fucking old ways, because that's happened. But then I'm like,
that's what happens more than anything when it comes to some places.
And I'm at the point where I'm like, and he's grown as a person too. So it's like,
you guys grew up. And there's different stages of marriage where you're at. The bottom line with marriages or relationships is they do have their different stages. And in marriages, it's basically, okay, the relationship has grown to this point, so now it's growing to this point, now it's growing to this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely the growing up. So I said you can definitely see the growing up. Because I even go, damn, because I'm a whole different person from then to now, especially within 6 years.
I say with me, just within the past year.
It took me a little bit longer.
Ever since that exorcism thing happened in the bathtub, totally different person. Don't get me wrong, toxic traits sometimes try to seep out.
But I can call you out. We can call you out on it, and you will recognize it. You don't immediately put up a defense going, oh, how dare you?
How dare you call me on my bullshit?
Because I've told him, is I can sit here and actually talk to you, and you can talk to me. And
what is up with this fucking tweaker just walking back and forth?
He's walking in a circle.
Walking in a different circle.
I'm just wondering how he's getting around. And this is the third, fourth lap or something like that. I don't know how he's getting around so fast.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I've seen him go back this way too.
Have you?
Yeah. He just seems to be walking back and forth. I thought he lives right down there. But anyways.
I live in Tweaker Central.
I know.
My house up. Yeah, it's right down the road. It's a bunch of tweakers. Somebody died down the road.
People die all over the place from drug overdoses.
Drug deal she got shot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You just got here, and then there was like
all those cops.
So like just literally, she just pulled in. Her and the kids are getting out, and I'm on the porch, and all of a sudden, cop,
whoosh,
cop,
whoosh, yeah.
Cop, ambulance, cop, and we're like, what the hell?
You want your little ass beat.
And
she died.
Yeah, she got shot in her vehicle. They pinned it as a drug deal gone wrong. Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Somebody probably just did she probably knew something. I don't know. I'm all against government right now.
Aren't we all?
Well, yeah, but I'm going back into my conspiracy theory stuff.
Like Regina.
She came over the other day.
Yep, he witnessed it. We were sitting in my office.
And she was talking shit through Sela.
She talks shit through me all the time to her. Always.
But yeah, I was like, do you believe me? He goes, yeah, I can feel her. She's sitting right there in that chair.
I miss her.
We all do. At least I'm not going to a funeral on that same day. It was going to be on the same day.
I know.
I was like, well.
Whew.
What date did she die?
5th, which is a Saturday. Go away. Ain't nobody want.
I don't think we're supposed to give that information out in case somebody sees this. But it's already on the live. I can't take it back.
What information?
That date. But anyhow.
Okay.
I'll explain.
Okay.
I won't explain right
So
now.
what kind of sick is your husband?
Oh, we don't.
Head cold, sore throat.
He's
stomach
married to
ache?
Giselle. Who knows? He's crazy enough to marry into his
Exactly.
family.
He married into my family, and he knowingly what we are, and
Oh yeah, he's been here the entire time Joey's been here.
Joey's just probably sitting there going, "How did he keep his sanity?"
Joey's going, yes. How did I keep my sanity?
I didn't even know he was mad this morning. When you said, "Can I talk to my husband by myself?"
Oh yeah, because he was all excited about coming over here because he said the other day he's like, we need to go see Giselle and that you were working, and so he got out of the shower and we don't keep it.
Oh, it's sanity.
Oh, just sanity. But he came up and he was like, goes like this when he got out of the shower. And I was talking to my husband and I was like, Chris, I need a minute to talk to my husband for a second.
I'm gonna rip his head off.
I didn't rip his head off.
No, she just gets stirred. It's like, because I do the same thing. We just have like we adjust our voice just a little bit. We show a little bit of emotion on our face, but it's more of a
fuck with me and try.
Yeah,
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, it's a fuck with me, find out look, and it's.
No, we refined it. No,
But yeah, it's a fucking with me and find out look, and it's pure attitude that comes out, but we have an adjustment on the tone on how it comes out.
Huh?
You have an adjustment you need to make.
We have an adjustment we need to make.
There's no readjusting that part of us.
You know where it comes from.
From your mother.
Yes. Because
Yeah, he said he was just the rabid dog. You were the rabid dog. I don't get that.
I don't get that either.
Please
It
elaborate.
It fucking flew over our heads.
Right? Because you're insane?
Yeah. It's a different one. Okay, never mind. More like a horn. But I'm like, no, never mind.
Oh, well, I think this live was pretty long enough.
Yeah, we want to go thrifting.
Yeah.
Thrift store shopping.
Well,
See some Texas treasures.
I don't know. There's same treasures everywhere else. Well, we appreciate you listening in on this, and we appreciate all of your support on the channel. By the way, certain people that want to give attitude on my cat little things, you know.
Dude, you're not worth it.
There is such thing as scroll, as it was put to you on multiple.
Don't care about your opinion.
Pretty much. I don't care what you think my cat is. She's a brat, and she's cute.
I don't care what you are.
But anyhow, I don't want to be any more petty than that. I'm trying not to be. But we do appreciate your
You
support.
offended her because it's her cat.
That's my jinx. She was being so cute. That's her demon releasing.
That was my demon going, yeah, she was cute.
Aw. Yeah, it looks like jinx.
I thought that was
I thought it was a printer, but yeah. These emojis are too small, YouTube.
what? I thought it was a cat in the bag. It's a box.
Jinx likes to get in the bag a
And
lot.
I was like, Dad's letting the cat out of the bag.
Ah, my teeth are sucking. Was that-
It's sucking.
All right, so
Thanks for watching, Dad.
yeah, thanks for watching, honey. That's what she said. But anyhow, thanks for the support. Oh, because I said my teeth are sucking. I thought you were gonna do smoke rings or something. So that's the real reason why we don't have the camera on for the people that wonder.
Now that it's the life is over.
Should I turn on the camera and let them see what's
say
out the
say
tape?
bye. Yeah, let's see you.
Look at how red it is, though.
Hey, you've showed me like 3 times.
But it really hurts. I
And
want
every
you to
time-
acknowledge it
and every
more.
time you laugh, I can see the roof of your mouth
I
because you tilt your head back. You're like, see my mouth.
do. Yeah, nice full set of teeth. I feel like a cat right now.
I do it with all the cats.
I know. I understand their reaction. Your cat over there staring at the ceiling. I wonder if it's our black sperm.
No, there's nothing black over there.
What is that stuff that comes out of people's mouths when they're possessed?
The demon.
No, it's black and it floats in the air.
The manifestation of the demon.
I never heard of
They
that.
call it
The ectoplasma?
That's what you saw.
No.
No, ectoplasma is not demon. That's not
the
demon.
residue.
That actually is a completely different a completely different different phenomenon. Like not everybody can do the ectoplasma, and it's pretty fucking weird. It's pretty fucking weird. But no, it wasn't anything like that. I don't know what it was. But I've seen it a few times.
What the fuck are you doing?
That's what I'm saying.
She's got her nail stuck in the little ball.
Oh, she's like your sister. Okay, no, he is just doing laps. Sorry, tweaker. I didn't mean to yell at you. He's probably not a tweaker since he's just running laps. He's probably actually not on drugs at all.
He's a tweeter.
Oh, is he? He's just too high. Oh, he's probably can't get any. I know what that is.
He's pissed off because he can't get any, so he's just gonna walk and walk and walk and walk and walk.
Well, you can't help it, huh?
Walk it off.
Yeah, like
I
when
used to gamble it.
you used to gamble it off. How can you
Is
gamble?
that like a distraction thing?
Yeah, it's a distraction
You're just
thing.
trying to distract yourself from because you can't afford it or you can't have it, so you're just trying to find something to distract yourself from that annoying.
That's how
I
that's one of the reasons why we did all those fun things. Was I had to get distracted because I couldn't afford it.
That makes more sense now.
How I'd be like, we're supposed to clean house
Well,
today,
thank
but just fuck it.
Thanks, Mom, for making that all those childhood memories. It wasn't about spending time with me. It was damn.
It wasn't necessarily that.
It was
But
because
that's
you couldn't
what-
get any.
Well, instead of laying around and sleeping for days, I couldn't do that. I had to distract myself. So if it wasn't work, then okay. I mean, it wasn't always like that, but that's when we would go out of town.
That's why some of them sleep and some of them don't.
No, they all sleep for a certain amount of time.
And then you hit that. Okay, can't sit around anymore.
Yeah, that's after the sleep period.
That makes sense because I know somebody else who was like that.
Yeah.
It occurred, and now that looking back at it, it makes more sense to me.
Okay.
Other than you, I know somebody else. I think.
Yeah. Yes, I know who you're talking about. But yeah, it's let me just I gotta do something. Because you get this built up energy, or at least that's how it always was with me. There was this built up, it would just tighten up in my chest really hard. That's the best way I can explain it. Maybe it was a type of anxiety. Maybe it was a fucking demon. I don't know. Maybe it was a demon going, get me some, or something. I don't know.
Demon.
I believe it. I honestly, truly believe that there's
Like my post says, my life may be a mess, but at least I'm not on meth.
That's what I woke up to. That's why I was like, oh yeah, she's off today. All right, we're gonna go do us good live.
Well, it was fun.
Most fun while it lasted. Tomorrow we might be bringing another one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow evening we might be bringing another one. I don't know. We never tell you when they're going to be here anyways. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support. We love you.
Bye bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye bye.
I hit end.